Assalamualaikum and a very good day. Today I would like to present to you our new topic. It's come from the Form 2 syllabus. Yeah. It's biodiversity. Okay, biodiversity only consists two subtopics. Part 1 is a diversity of organism and part 2 is a classification of organism. So today I only touch part 1. Part 1, diversity of organism. Okay, diversity of organisms is referred to the variety of animals and plants and microbes in all countries. So which country has highest amount of the species? So here, Malaysia is among 12 mega biodiversity countries in the world. What is meant by mega biodiversity? Mega biodiverse country refer to any one of the group of the nation that harbor the majority of Earth species and high number of endemic species. Conservation International identified 17 megadiverse countries in 1998. Many of them are located in or partially in tropical or subtropical region. So Malaysia is a tropical country. We are luckily has a lot of species of organisms, and we are under mega biodiversity country. And the equatorial climates of Malaysia make it very ideal habitat for variety of organisms. What is equatorial climate? Equatorial climate is also referred to as a tropical rainforest climate and is defined as a tropical climate usually, but not always found along the equator. It is a climate characterized by high temperature of year-round, heavy rainfall, which is usually conventional, and excess humidity. Okay. So can you name the animals and plants shown below? So you can see there's a snake, a tiger, a bird, an orangutan, frog, a kind of plants and flower, a polar bear, butterfly. So this is what we call the biodiversity. It's a variety of life form on Earth, the different plants, animals, and microorganisms, and the ecosystem of which there are a part. What is biodiversity? The diversity of organisms, whether microorganisms, animals, or plants, is known as biodiversity. Biodiversity exists as a result of diversity of habitat and climates. So different organisms have different characteristics which enable them to adapt and thrive independently in their respective habitat. So you can see there is camel can live in the desert, the penguin can live in the polar region, the worm can live inside soil, and fish can live in the sea. So I would like to point some good info here. The biodiversity also covers diversity at the genetic level. Genetic diversity is the diversity within a species based on variation in the genes of each microorganism, animal, or plants. So let's take a look. What is genetic diversity? It is a range of genetic material present in the population of the single species. This is a very good example. Do you know what it is? This is a corn. You eat corn, isn't it? Mostly you eat the yellow corn. Have you seen the red corn, the purple corn? It's quite weird. But this is the genetic diversity. The assorted colors of kernel in different varieties of corn are the result of genetic diversity. The importance of biodiversity. So it's very important as a source of food animal and plants supply food for human. It's balance in nature. Cycle of nutrient, pollination, and interaction between organisms create balance in nurture. Recreational place. Areas that are rich in biodiversity can be developed as recreational place. Medical. Herbs are widely used in manufacture of medicines and cosmetics. Raw material for industries. Timber, bamboo, and rattan are examples of forest products which are used to make musical instruments, furniture, and to build buildings. Last one, for education, humans increase knowledge and create new technology through scientific research on microorganisms, animals, and plants. Effective biodiversity management. It cannot be denied that we need raw materials such as timber for development. Nevertheless, the deforestation activity need to be controlled to preserve our biodiversity from extinction. So what methods can we use to maintain and conserve biodiversity? Biodiversity can be maintained and conserved by ban the killing or trade of endemic and endangered animals and plants through the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Protecting the habitat through creating national parks, marine parks, forest reserves, and wildlife sanctuaries. Undertaking reproductive programs such as seedling nursery to help with reforestation and turtle hatcheries. So in this text, you have looked a high level of words such as deforestation, reforestation, the endemic animal, endangered animals. So what they are means. So if we look at the picture, this is a deforestation activity. What is deforestation? And from the Sun Info, you can read about an endemic species. The example of endemic species is Rafflesia, pitcher plant, leatherback turtle, Malayan tiger, Borneo pygmy elephant. So what is endemic species? So here we can see the vocab for all these sentences. Deforestation is the acting of clearing a wide area of tree. This is a economic activity that we need timber to build a house, to build furniture. So we sometimes need this activity, acting the clearing of wide area of tree. But the laws need to be replaced. How to replace these laws of tree? So we need to do reforestation. Reforestation is the process of replanting an area with trees. You're replanting the area with a new tree. What is endemic species? Endemic species are those plants and animals that exist only in one geographical region. Species that can be endemic to large or small area of the world. Okay, an endangered species is a species of animal or plant that is seriously at risk of extinction. Now you get me? So I have the example of endemic species. We have the kangaroo. Kangaroo is endemic species. This species cannot be lived outside from Australia. The local country, the local for the kangaroo is on Australia. So kangaroo is the endemic species, while this is the endangered species. The species that's going to be extinct because some of the unresponsible people take them and cut them to take the part of them very illegally. Okay, conservation. What is conservation? Conservation is a preservation, protection, or restoration of natural environment and of wildlife. This is the definition for nature conservation. The method of biodiversity conservation can be classified as in situ conservation and ex situ conservation. So what is them? In situ conservation is to preserve the species within their natural habitat, such as national park, permanent forest reserve, and marine parks. While ex situ conservation, on the other hand, preserve the species outside of their natural habitat, such as zoos and botanical park. This is a picture of in situ conservation. The deer is preserved inside their permanent forest, while this panda live in zoo. So this is the ex situ conservation. This is a forest that freely live inside the original forest that it's called the this is called the preserved forest. While this plant is planting inside the special house, and this is called the botanical garden. So this is the activity I would like to give to you. Make a note, a bubble note. Based on the question, I would like you to write down the factor that caused the extinction of animals and plants and the way to preserve and conserve animal and plants. Okay. And also the activity to answer the question. Answer all this question, write down the question, answer in your notebook, snap the picture and send all your work inside Team or your Telegram. And we will discuss after come back to school. That's all from me. Thank you so much.